Hi Virgo, welcome to your March 2018 love reading. It's Raina here. So as you can see, I've already laid out the cards because this has been my upteenth try at getting through this reading. Had many interruptions, so hopefully that's in the past. The heart of the matter is the Queen of Wands. This can be a woman in a position of authority. So I'm thinking that for some of you, this is actually a facet of you, even though Virgos tend to be kind of shrinking violets in a lot of ways. And this is a very bold, confident woman who may be very extroverted. This particular person is associated with the sign of Sagittarius. However, I like to say Leo because of the sunflower and because I think Leos are natural leaders, and this person certainly is a leader, usually a female leader. So in a position in a company, she will be a supervisor. Well, for sure, you could be this woman, and if you're in a job where you have been having an affair with somebody in your work, in your office, in your workplace, and especially if they are in a subordinate position, this could be what is happening. And you might be even a little bit nervous about jeopardizing your job doing this, because this could be very risky behavior. I didn't say risque, I said risky. But the other possibility, looking at the past position, this could be somebody that you have met, that you're in a relationship with. The Chariot connects with Cancer. So let's say you're a woman and you're with a Cancer individual. Now, perhaps it's not his sun sign. Maybe it's his moon sign. Maybe it's his Venus sign. And Cancers tend to be more traditional. So let's say that he is pressuring you to quit your job. Maybe you're pregnant right now and you're still working, and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do for childcare. He may be saying, I want you to give up your career and stay home with our future child. And you may be resisting that or feel resentful or be kind of on the horns of a dilemma about it. Another possibility is that this Queen of Wands is actually your mother-in-law or your future mother-in-law. But I would say it's more like either you're a newlywed and you've just kind of like realized that you've got the mother-in-law from hell. And she may not be like mean-spirited, but she may be very narcissistic, self-centered, maybe flirting with narcissism and basically wanting her son's attention all the time. Cancer men tend to be mama's boys. So if you didn't know that before, you probably know that now. And it's like, oh gosh, now what do I do? And it can also be a situation that, well, I'll just leave it there for now. So basically what is happening now is that you're kind of waiting and seeing. It's like wait and see policy. Seeing if you're having a relationship with someone, seeing if this is worth risking your job for. Maybe you're having second thoughts about this because it's possible that you are just having an affair and you realize this isn't going anywhere. Maybe the other person is married and you're kind of waiting around. They're promising they're going to leave their spouse, and you're just sitting around waiting to see if they make good on that. And I mean, there could be many possibilities here, but there's kind of like this patient attitude that you're taking. If this is a mother-in-law situation, you may also be kind of trying to hope for the best, hope that it will stop and that something's going to change. Well, if you're not saying anything and your partner is not standing up for you, then chances of it changing are slim to none. So you may be like just putting off the inevitable. There's also the possibility that you're trying to see if, like if you are pregnant, you may just be biding your time and hoping that your partner sees the light, sees that either that you need the money, maybe you want your partner to stay home with the child, but you're kind of, maybe you haven't like brought it up to him yet, and you're just kind of waiting around to see. So there's like a passive attitude. The higher perspective, this is the spiritual message for you, is represented by the Ace of Pentacles. In some cases, you may need to go to a new job so that you don't jeopardize the situation. I had said in the other reading, when I did this the first time, I was talking about you could get accused of sexual harassment. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really going off on a tangent here. But the point is that, and I just said that. I wasn't really thinking about it when I said it. I was thinking about it almost like a turnaround. For usually it's the man who gets accused. And thinking about you being in a position of authority and somebody under you turning around and accusing you. Now, maybe this person was absolutely in agreement with it, and it wasn't a question of feeling coerced. But the thing is that when you're in that position of authority, the lines get blurred, because even people who act like they are in agreement with it may still fear losing their job. So they may feel like any sign of hesitancy can be misinterpreted by the person who is making the proposition as rejection, as an insult, and then they take revenge by firing the person. So, I mean, that's kind of going off on a tangent, but basically with the Ace of Pentacles, it can also be saying that there is somebody in your life who's an earth sign or has a very earthy temperament. If they are an earth sign, it would be Taurus, another Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe you see this person as just a friend, and they may be very solid, but that may be what you take for granted. And this person may be the person you really need to be with, and the spiritual message is like kind of nudging you in that direction. What crosses you is the Six of Wands. And in some cases, this could be a sense that success is eluding you in some way. And it may be because you feel pressured to kind of cut your career short. Or if you're involved with somebody in the office place, you feel like you're creating a very dangerous scenario of being discovered as being in this relationship and getting fired as a result. So it's like playing with fire. Another possibility with this card is that it's saying that a fire sign individual is causing problems in your life. Again, who is this Queen of Wands? It could be that person. The three fire signs are Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And so one of these signs could be wreaking havoc in your life for some reason. Okay. And what is coming in for you is represented by the Eight of Wands. And this is a card of fast-paced events. You know, this Seven of Pentacles can be things have slowed down, and you're just kind of observing what you have put into motion, so to speak. The Eight of Wands is like things bursting forward, messages, maybe offers, actions. With the Ace of Pentacles, you may get a job offer, and with that job offer, there's a sense of freedom. Maybe you feel like it gives you an excuse, it gives you an out. If you are maybe engaged to someone and you feel stuck in that relationship, you may get some kind of an offer, a job offer, that takes you away from the situation and gives you a little bit of breathing room so you can plan your next move. If you want to leave that relationship, if you want to just put some distance between you and that other person. And, you know, we do have a Mercury retrograde happening at the end of March. Now, this is starting on March 22nd, going into April. And Mercury retrogrades are times when you may hear from somebody from your past. And again, this may be somebody who is an earth sign. And that person suddenly contacts you and you're making plans and everything is like kind of going back and forth in a very enthusiastic way. And then the outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So this is ending on a note of duality. Or it could be, I guess you can even call it duality. I was thinking in terms of choice. Sometimes this is mulling over a long-distance job choice. Sometimes this means you're working 2 different jobs. Or you're juggling your finances, juggling something, juggling 2 jobs. But maybe you're juggling 2 relationships. Maybe you're with somebody who's a Cancer and now you have an earth sign individual and you're like, okay, how can I do this? Well, I'll just try to keep both of these balls in the air. And so that I don't have to be alone. I'll always have somebody. Well, just keep that in mind. If you feel like there's 2 people in your life and you're not satisfied with your current relationship, but the other one you're not sure about because you really don't know that person too well, there's always a chance that neither person is the right one for you, and you can't be afraid of being by yourself. It's not about jumping from one relationship to the next. I think a lot of Virgos, though, are not afraid of being alone. You know, after all, you are the Hermit in the Major Arcana. So let me pick a clarification card, and I'm going to use that deck that I used, I think it was last month, for a set of my love readings, the Wild Unknown Tarot. And let's pick a card for the clarification. Okay, now this is when it gets interesting. Ace of Pentacles. It almost looks like a bullseye in this deck, doesn't it? I got it again. So when you think about the law of averages, this is probably something related to a new job or a new relationship with an earth sign individual. When I say earth sign, an earth signature, somebody who exudes groundedness, practicality, somebody that I think is really good for a Virgo person, being an earth sign yourself and valuing that kind of way of thinking in life. Now, again, this could be something related to a new job as well. And in some cases, if it is going to require you to travel overseas, long distances, what have you, remember too that people, how many times has somebody gone to college and they may go to college across the country or in a different country and they meet their life mate, their partner in this life in that setting, or they go to a new city for a job and they meet their the partner for life in that new city. If they had not done that, they would have never met that person. So that could be saying that that's how it all works out for you. Okay, well, that was very interesting. So Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you would like a private reading, please click on the link below. Otherwise, have an awesome March. Bye.